I'm going to show you how to sew an attractive cat house tower that complements your room decor, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Here is my living room and the love seat, off to the left of which I have cleared a space because I'm going to make something really attractive and nice for my two girl kitties. And this thing is going to also cover up the dangling cords. I hate dangling plug-ins. So with this plastic shelving, inexpensive as it is, I'm going to make a beautiful slipcover that will have openings for them to explore, all levels, complete with luxurious pillows. So following the instructions, you're going to need to know from top to bottom what the measurement is, especially if you're going to use a different shelving unit than is recommended here. Then you're going to need to measure all the way around. Divide both height and width measurements in half to get the size of the two pieces of fabric you'll need for this project. I've chosen this beautiful fabric, which is cast-off curtains that are going to get a second life starting right now. First things first, sew the seam that joins the two long pieces together at the chosen short end. Use 1/2 inch seam allowance, press seam to one side and top stitch for stability. This seam ends up at the center top of the shelving. Now, at the bottom of each piece, press up 2 inches and 2 inches again for a substantial hem. Unfold and measure up 6 inches to place the bottom of the archway template backed with stiff non-fusible interfacing. Pin it all on, trace, remove the pattern, and satin stitch all the way around as tightly and as wide as your machine will allow. It should look something like this. There it is from the wrong side. And the right side. Now trim that interfacing about 1 inch out. Then be brave and cut all the inside part out. So slash, carefully lay out, making sure you're cutting only the center interfacing and fabric on the inside of the satin stitching. Here we are on the home stretch, and see how it's impossible for me to get entirely up close to the stitching. I'm going to reinforce everything later with a second round of satin stitching and having trimmed with the embroidery scissors up really close. So there, see how the hem's going to butt right up to that, and now we move on up to the circle. Same thing, center, pin, trace, and follow the steps as before. Satin stitch all the way around and dare to cut out the center, having trimmed around the outside edge about 1 inch. Now we'll move up to the hearts. Yes, ambitiously we place 4 hearts. Follow the PDF pattern for exact placement of all of these items. Also, off to the side, I want to make an opening, don't I? So place the circle halfway in and make a nice opening. Once you've got everything cut out, drape it over the plastic shelving to see how you're coming along. I'm really pleased that my hearts turned out as uniformly as they did. Now, I meant to make a cutout only on one side, but since I bungled and put it on the wrong side, I will just make openings on that third level on both sides. That means the half circles have to match up just like that. As well they do on the other panel, don't they? So that when we sew the side seams, everything matches up. Here you can see how everything does indeed match up. Now run that side seam, and this is the time to install the zipper or Velcro if that's your intention. I needed to serge obviously because my fabric is so very ravelly. And in the end, I top stitched all the way around each cutout. Here we have tried it on, and what is with these dog ears up at the top? Well, it's okay. We needed to fit the thing anyway. Inside out again, resituate the point into a triangle where the seams match in the center. And then 6 inches in, at least, it might be more after you fit it again on the shelving, draw a line, as straight across as you can. That'll be your stitching line. Stitch, trim, and finish the edges. Yes, trim that entire triangle right off. Now it's time for the final step, which is the hem. Fold up that substantial hem, top stitch it on, and if you need to add 2 inches on as per the PDF instructions, now's the time to do that, and we're ready to have a look. This is the final reveal, folks. And it does look good. I'm so relieved, I'm so happy. I took the time and everything is beautiful. But will the girls love it? I'm going to say I think they like it just fine.